I have energy. Like, the more you do, the more you get energy, I find. I pretty much cleaned the entire home. The only thing I have left to do, um, and I mean clean as in like we were. Tomorrow I'm gonna try to do a video like my domestic duties to show you guys, but you know, this kind of life is new for me. Why don't I use the gym downstairs? Um, I don't know. It's really hot, and they only have a few ellipticals, which kill me in like 2 minutes flat. If Salah could move back to Canada with you, that's where you're wrong, Lisa. We don't want to live in Canada, actually. I mean, there's no taxes here, Lisa. Why would I want to go back to Canada and pay out the yin yang for things when it's so much more affordable here? I would say the quality of life is better here for sure. Are you still doing Weight Watchers? Yeah, I'm still signed up. I'm not going to give up on it. I mean, you know, you can just go back to tracking if you fall off. Sometimes I go over my points. You want to go for a desert safari or riding a camel or horse, babe? Would be fun for us, not for the camel. Babe, I would love to go on a safari. I would love to do things with you. We will. We will, inshallah. Yeehaw, I can go to Disney many times in life. So if he's not able to travel with me this time for certain reasons, then there will be times when he can. But why is that your concern is my question. Oh, don't worry, Roastin. Just because I can't walk doesn't mean I can't punch. It's wild how you left the villa and now have replaced everyone in your life. It's called moving on in life. Life changes. That's what it's called. People don't stay the same in the same place their whole life. It doesn't happen. I didn't plan on falling in love and wanting to move out of Canada, you know? And I no longer live to please people who are ignorant and not important in my life. Sorry, not sorry. He deserves to go to Disney. I don't even know if he wants to go to Disney, yeehaw, but he can go someday, don't worry. People think that I'm just gonna stay on my sofa at the villa and live with a roommate. Yeah, he was my best friend, and I'm not saying he's not my friend, but he was, you know, things change in life, you know? Like, I didn't plan on falling in love and wanting to get married and everything. It just happened. This is my home now, and I feel at home now here. People didn't feel how I felt living at the villa. I was very depressed, a lot of the time unhappy. I cried a lot. I used a lot of drugs to cope with my life. That's not living. It was entertaining for you guys, but it's my life, you know? Good Muslims don't threaten to punch others. All I'm saying, Falcon, is if people come for me, I'm gonna defend myself. That's it. So if that makes me bad, oh well. Roast and Roger, I'm not a piece of crap, so my goal in life is not to fight people. It's called growing up. If you're an adult and you're still like, let's go, bud, you're an idiot, okay? And you need a life. Canadian passport through your marriage. Yeah, Bam, but yeah, other than for travel, because we don't want to live in Canada. That's why people are so stupid. Like, they think, oh, he's just marrying you. They're so mad because everything they predicted for their crappy content is wrong. You know? So, like, how does it make sense he's using me for citizenship when we are not even going to live in Canada? So, it's so stupid. And what is Roasting Roger talking about? Every single person who would possibly be nuts enough to threaten me is also obese. So you're gonna tell me that they can fight? Are you talking about FFG? Because she was a big fat coward at the fashion show. She didn't do anything but kiss my ass. So, and when I do come to Canada, don't worry. Not threatening violence, but other things are coming. You do everything you say you're gonna do. Yeah, I mean, I have trouble losing weight, but whatever. But everything else, yeah, like, oh, Salah's gonna leave you at the airport. Really? He's using you for citizenship. Really? It's the other way around. I'm not using him, but he's the one sponsoring me here. Getting 6 cameos, that's 6 a day. Thank you very much, mashallah. Yeah, I did show them. Because that's how they base their content, like, off of complete lies. We call them the enemies of success. They're jealous of your success, my love. Thank you, baby. I know some loyalty beezers have been beezers forever. I have some good friends, beezer friends who I talk to, you know? So you guys are my support system. You guys are people. I don't see why that matters if you're online or not. What success do you have that others don't? What? I have a successful YouTube channel. I mean, even if my channel hasn't gotten 100,000 subscribers yet, I have faith it will. And 95,000 subscribers is a lot. I'm my own boss. I have an amazing, handsome husband. I don't like, that's a big thing. I don't have an invented boyfriend who doesn't exist, right? I have self-confidence that most of the reaction channels don't have because they hide behind a camera and make fun of others. What else? I'm in another country experiencing a foreign life. And you can't say I just sit here. Right now I am, but we have a whole couples channel doing things together. What else? I have a lot of future plans for travel. And yeah, I have an amazing family, supportive beezers, cute pets. Should I go on? They're jealous of the beezers too, because beezers have brains. They have brains. So there was never even an attempt to take Salah to Canada. Never. You have to pay. You need validation from a man. No, I don't. I don't need validation from anybody. Anybody. Successful marriage. Ramona. Yes, successful marriage. Exactly. I think you and Amberlynn would get along, but Amberlynn does like to talk about herself a bit. Imagine she'd be quite hard work after a while, self-centered. You think so? I don't know. You can't walk 15 minutes without passing out. I don't pass out. I can walk. And stamina and weight is something you can continue to work on, Shady Nasty. Doesn't mean my life is an entire flop because I struggle with weight issues. Give me a break. You know, if I have mobility issues, there's ways to get around that. Whatever. Lena, what makes you think Salah wants to go to Canada? Because they think every fat woman, if their man is with them, there's an ulterior motive. They can't accept that somebody would love them for who they are. You know, like, give me a break. Hater channels are cam off, no man, no life, no personality, no cameo. Yeah, no cameo. They'll never get cameo or sponsorships like good ones. Can't travel, can't touch grass, projecting, obsessed and desperate and spreading hate, Islamophobic and more. You nailed it, babe. What have you done to better yourself? A lot that I don't have to share with you. Just because I'm not losing weight doesn't mean personally I'm not growing as a person, you know? I find housework a lot of work, depending what you do, like mopping and stuff, rearranging things. Ew, I hate doing housework, but must be done. I hate doing things that are boring. Are you bald? No. Are you? I was, and what's your point? Even if bald, still way more beautiful than her whole stupid ugly ass haters. True, babe. Blood pressure? I don't know. I don't care about medical stuff right now. They seem very judgmental. Oh yeah, sure. Do you still wear a wig for Salah when not on camera? No. He doesn't like wigs. Oh well, then I have a massive coffin. Actually, I'm not going to be buried in a coffin. I'm going to be buried in the earth. And luckily for me, Sella, there's a lot of space in the ground. Educate yourself on Islam before you... Yeah, exactly, Sati. There's so many Islamophobes. Salah shaved his face because honestly, it was just getting in on his nerves. I'm like, you look like a member from ISIS. No, I'm just joking. Catherine, why is it your business if I read the Quran or not? It's not your business, so I don't have to answer you. Like, I'm gonna sit here and give you a lesson. Go read it yourself. I haven't read it in a few weeks. Are you gonna? I'm a bad Muslim. So what? Like, whatever. I spend money on food. Well, that's my choice. People have to eat, and it's also my job, snark. So I never cut down non-Muslims. When have I cut down non-Muslims? Because all of you Christian people, many haters in their religion is Christian, still showing hate and criticizing my wife. And she's new in Islam and still learning, and nobody's perfect. Exactly. I like fell down a rabbit hole with this Cyraxx guy. Ugh, the people who antagonize him are worse than him. I don't care what anyone says. So pathetic. Yeah, Cyraxx is a mess, but he's antagonized a lot. People, like, he's got issues. He's autistic. Like, he's highly mentally unstable. People are disgusting. They make content out of, oh my God, guys, did you see the rage? He got arrested. They call the cops on him. They're pieces of crap. I would never, I don't understand that culture of, oh, Volco. I hate that stuff. Don't even get me started. So pathetic. To get entertainment out of antagonizing someone with mental illness and like, oh, just don't even get me started on that. I don't know how people live with themselves doing that. His family should. People have a right to be on the internet. Why shouldn't he be on the internet? Why should he not be allowed on the internet? What does he do on the internet that bugs people? Please. People who bully other people shouldn't be allowed on the internet. Yeah. It's not about ignoring haters. These are not my haters. I'm talking about something that's available on YouTube, on a platform I'm also on. I was like, why do people continue to antagonize this person over and over? This Biz Marty guy went to this Cyraxx's went and moved across the street from him. What intention do you have by doing that? To antagonize him, to come at you, and then he punches him out, and they all have a good laugh at that. The cops do shit about it, do nothing about it. And then whenever they go to his house and Cyraxx attacks somebody because he's been pushed too far and he attacks them back, he gets charged. Like, everything about that situation is messed up. I don't even want to go down that, but I went down a rabbit hole on that, and that's my opinion about it. I can't stand people who bully people day in and day out. And that's all those people, Kiwi farmer people, do. They take people who are autistic, turn them into lol cows, push them too far, make entertainment out of it, and it's beyond disgusting. That's all I have to say. They need to ban people like that off social media. That's what I think. On his own property, Sweet Vintage. Yeah, I'm sorry. If you come to my house and you have been antagonizing me and bullying me, I would do exactly what he did. Exactly. It's really too bad that he's not really, I don't want to say bright enough. Hi, Chris. To really get at them, like legally, but I'm sorry. Yeah, he needs to not engage too. He needs to, like, just completely. I think people would be so like, what if he just did his stuff and ignored everybody, no matter what they do to him. Honestly, that's what I'm doing. I'm just like, work behind the scenes, that stuff. I've learned that the hard way because they use everything you say in retaliation and do as content. Like, it's like a whole thing. Nobody's deserving of being bullied at all, Shinobi. And they make reasons. They make reasons out of like dumb things. Like, like they'll invade his private. One woman, like, they tricked him into thinking he was dating this woman, and then he sent her nudes and she showed them to everybody and they were all laughing at him. How is that legal? How is that okay? Like, and they're not bigger pieces of what than him. I'm sorry. No. Okay, Brandon, but that's not up to you to. So what? You keep antagonizing him and bullying him and bullying him? You don't even have proof that happened. How do you have proof that even happened? And even then, so what? Let the law deal with it. Why do you have to go and keep antagonizing him so it makes it okay to show up at his house and assault him back? No, it doesn't. So it's hard for people on the spectrum to ignore things normally. Yeah, he's a very, very, very mentally disturbed person. And they target people like that. Yeah, it is messed up. It's disgusting.